talk perimenopause and pleasure because you deserve pleasure at every age. I'm Jess O'Reilly. I'm a sexologist and relationship expert, and most of my clients don't even realize that they're experiencing perimenopause because it's so shrouded in shame and secrecy. Now, it can last up to 10 years. It can begin in your 30s, but we still don't talk about it. So we are here to do just that. Let's bust the myth that pleasure ends at a specific age because it's simply not true. I work with women in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. I have a handful in their 80s who are having better sex than they ever had in their 20s. And we have data that actually reflects this as well. So we know that with age, frequency tends to decline, but for those who stay sexually active, the quality improves. So it's quality over quantity. You know, for example, you're more likely to have orgasms in your 40s and 50s and beyond. And studies suggest that all the data points around satisfaction increase as we age. And this makes sense because confidence, body image, communication skills, all these things tend to increase with age, like a fine wine, and we know ourselves better, right? In terms of mind and body and spirit, relational values, we know about our bodies. You know, growing up, most of us didn't even learn about our bodies and our capacity for pleasure. We didn't learn about the vulva. We didn't learn about the clitoris. It's not like our sex ed teachers had a vulva on hand, which of course I do. Here we go, we've got the vulva. Listen, they didn't even name the vulva. And it's so important to get to know our body parts. We have these two sets of lips on the outside that come in different shapes and sizes and lengths. The vagina is what's on the inside, the vulva is what's on the outside, and underlying the vulva, we have the clitoris, which is more than just a pea-sized bump at the top. It has internal and external parts. It has legs, it has bulbs, it has a shaft, it has foreskin. Oops. It's not just this bump, it's like a penis, only better. It gets erections. It is the key to orgasm and pleasure for most of us, and it's so important to learn about our bodies at every age, and as we age especially. Listen, if you need glasses or contacts to see 20/20, you wear them. So treat your sex life in a similar fashion. If it helps, use it. No shame, no apologies. You deserve pleasure, and you deserve all the connection and benefits that come with sex. Next, understand the difference between responsive and spontaneous desire. So many folks will complain that they lose their libido during perimenopause, but it's not lost. You just have to find it. And understanding the difference between spontaneous and responsive desire can help. That takes us to my next tip, which may seem obvious. If you want better sex, more pleasure, you need to get treatment and support for your symptoms. Most women suffer in silence. We're ashamed to ask for support for issues like hot flashes, pain, cramps, flash periods, incontinence, exhaustion, mood swings, and so we just suffer, and that only intensifies the symptoms and the frustration and the anger and the exhaustion, which of course, this affects our work, our relationships, and our quality of life. So go get help. If you have irregular periods or flash periods during perimenopause, check out options like Knix leak-proof underwear. Oh my gosh, they're so comfy, they're a game changer, they work. No bleed-throughs, no surprises. I love mine. If, on the other hand, you have incontinence, see your doctor and ask to see a pelvic floor physiotherapist. They will change your life. Perimenopause is the norm, not the exception. And we need to normalize conversations with our partners, with our families, with our kids, with our friends. It's okay to share what you're feeling.